Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Nicole, and today we're making this gorgeous raspberry swirl cake, piled high with mascarpone, whipped cream, and topped with fresh berries. It's not only gorgeous, but delicious. Our recipe today starts by making a simple raspberry sauce. Add 1 cup of frozen raspberries to a small saucepan, along with 3 tablespoons of sugar. Place over medium heat and cook until the sugar has dissolved and the raspberries have broken down. While the raspberries are cooking, whisk together 2 tablespoons of cold water with 1½ teaspoons of cornstarch. Once the raspberries have softened, add the cornstarch and stir over medium heat until the mixture returns to a full simmer. Remove from the heat and strain, pushing against the solids to get as much sauce as possible. And then we'll allow the sauce to cool while we make the cake batter. Our cake batter today starts by combining 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, along with 1/4 cup of skim milk powder, which helps to provide a tender and creamy cake crumb. 1¼ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and we'll whisk it all together to combine well, and we'll set this aside. To 1 cup of granulated sugar, you'll add 1/2 cup of canola or vegetable oil, and beat together to combine. Add 2 large room temperature eggs, beating after each until light in color. Next, you'll add 1/2 cup of room temperature milk, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and the dry ingredients all at once, and beat together. Scrape down your bowl, and then add 1/3 of a cup of hot water and stir to combine. Lightly spray a 9-inch cake pan that is at least 2 to 3 inches high and line with parchment. I happen to have these pre-rounds, which are really nice and handy to have. Now that our raspberry sauce has cooled, I'm going to add it to a disposable piping bag. I find the piping bag easier to use to drizzle the raspberry sauce into the batter. However, simply using a spoon will also work. We're going to add half of the cake batter to the pan and drizzle with half of the raspberry sauce. Top with remaining batter and drizzle with the remaining sauce. And then using a knife, or as I have here, a chopstick, drag it through the batter, swirling the raspberry sauce throughout. And there's no need to overdo it. About 2 passes is really all you need. Bake in a preheated 325-degree Fahrenheit oven for 45 to 50 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Remove the cake from the oven and allow to cool completely. And now that our cake is cool, we're going to loosen it from the pan and then simply invert onto your serving plate. And using the parchment paper helps the cake just pop right out. Today we're topping our cake with a mascarpone and whipped cream topping along with fresh berries. Our topping starts by whipping 1 cup of heavy cream along with 1/2 cup of powdered sugar until soft peaks form. To the whipped cream, you'll add a teaspoon of vanilla and 6 ounces of mascarpone cheese. It provides just a little bit of tang and a wonderful creaminess. And now you'll beat until firm. Pile the whipped cream onto your cake and it's going to seem like a lot, but it's worth it. To 1 cup of sliced strawberries, we'll add a tablespoon of sugar and gently toss that together. By macerating the strawberries only and adding the other berries right at the end keeps the raspberries and blueberries as fresh and plump as possible while still having a little bit of that glossy sauce on all the berries. And then right before serving, you're going to mix your macerated strawberries with a little bit more fresh berries like blueberries and raspberries, about a cup of each. And just look how beautifully fresh that still is. I have no doubt you're going to love this gorgeous dessert. Thank you for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a great recipe. Or you can visit me at my website at compelledtocook.com. We'll see you again.